those participating by Zoom, you will be temporarily unmuted so that you can participate in the second and the vote that's going to take place. Okay, do we have a second for the motion set forth by our treasurer? Yes, we have. Okay, we're going to now take a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion is carried. Thank you. I now wish to ask the membership for any unfinished business. Mr. Dorr, has any member brought forth a matter of unfinished business that needs to go before the membership?
Mr. President, I've checked on the chat feature and there have been no questions raised with respect to unfinished business.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dorr. Is there any new business to be brought before the membership? Mr. Dorr, has any member of the cooperative communicated a topic of new business?
Again, Mr. President, I've checked with the chat feature and there are no new business questions that have been raised.
Thank you again. I now, excuse me, I now invite Mr. Dorr to conduct the election of directors.
Thank you one more time. The process, as I indicated, I would explain when I made my earlier comments, that was used this year was a mailed ballot process, and there was a deadline set for midnight, September 8th. All the ballots were collected. There was a counting committee that was established. The nominating committee members were appointed by the board of directors. I'll explain those in a minute. But what the counting committee did was they appeared at the co-op. They then opened up all the ballots that were submitted by mail. The counting process was actually overseen or monitored by a local attorney. They went through this process. It took 4 or 5 hours to count all the ballots. Those ballots have now been put together and the results will be announced shortly. In the meantime, the nominating committee members appointed by the board of directors are the following: Gary Bishop, Jason Wells, Carolyn Bohai, Gary Horn, and James Schooley. At this time, I would like to introduce Gary Horn, who's chairman of the nominating committee. He will make a short report. Thank you.
The list of the nominees for directors are Ray Bowes, Teddy Carey, Ronald Schmilling, Earl Traxel, Dave Yank, Fred Zittler. All directors listed on the official ballot of directors were nominated by the nominating committee during the conference call meeting held on April 7th, April 16th, April 21st, 2020. Are there any questions for the nominating committee?
Thank you. I've just checked and there are no questions that have been raised. So that process has been completed at this point. Now I'd like to introduce the county committee. And the county committee members are Ernie Birchmeyer, Karen Cantrell, Marietta Huggins, Marvin Strait, and Phyllis Ward. And as I explained earlier, because of the fact that the election was conducted by mail-in or drop-off ballot submission with the midnight September 8 due date deadline, those ballots have now been tabulated by the county committee, and the results are as follows: Ray Bowes, 312 votes, Teddy Carey, 217 votes, Ronald Schmilling, 148 votes, Earl Traxel, 512 votes, Dave Yank, 407 votes, Fred Zeitler, 498 votes. The three candidates who have prevailed in the election process are Earl Traxel, Dave Yank, and Fred Zeitler, those three actually having the most votes of the among the 6 candidates. So they will each serve a term of 3 years on the cooperative board from this point forward. I want to personally thank all the candidates that participated in this important part of the democratic process, and congratulations to the new elected directors. Thank you.
Good evening. Members who cast a ballot in the 2020 SIEC director election were automatically entered into a drawing to win one of 20 bill credits ranging from $100 to $1,000. Employees, directors, and their immediate household family members are not eligible to win. Due to the format of this year's annual meeting, the drawing took place prior to the delivery of the ballots to the county committee. I'm going to read those names, but I want to apologize in advance for any names I do not pronounce correctly. Winners of the 10 $100 bill credits: Laverne Westerkamp, Mike Humphrey, Thomas Ray, Steve Hervey, R.E. Burchett, Dale Muntz, Jim Benedict, Tom Cope, Merrill Gray, and John Goddard. Winners of the $250 bill credits: there were 6 of these: Brad Clote, Jeff Kobke, Mike Paris, Phyllis McClellan, Samuel Van Skyke, and John Probasco. Winners of the 3 $500 bill credits: Marilyn Myler, Sheridan and Lincoln Joes, Charles and Kathy Westfall, and the winner of the grand prize $1,000 bill credit, bet you all wish it was 100,000, Alan and Marcia Johnson. Congratulations to all the winners. Bill credits will be posted to your primary account within the next 60 days.
I'd like to add my congratulations too, especially to that $1,000 winner. Maybe next year, even more people will be encouraged to do that if, based on that result, if in fact this format is used next year as well. At this point, I want to announce that the 2020 annual meeting, the one we're participating in virtually now, of the Southern Iowa Electric Cooperative Membership has been recorded and can be viewed on the cooperative's website, Facebook, and in the cooperative lobby with an appointment during normal business hours. So you have at least 3 opportunities that way to view this meeting. In addition, a transcript of the meeting will be available upon request, as well as the minutes of the meeting. So there are a number of opportunities to review this entire meeting if you're so interested. Thank you.
Okay, I will now entertain a motion to adjourn. Before we do, I want everybody again to know, those participating by Zoom, that you will be unmuted. So do we have a motion to adjourn? We have. Do we have a second for that motion? We have. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Motion carried. And the Southern Iowa Electric Cooperative Board of Directors would like to express our gratitude to all the various people that made the 81st annual meeting possible. We would like to extend a special thank you to Kirby Hauk for producing the annual meeting videos posted on Facebook and the cooperative website. Thank you to all the SIEC members who attended tonight, and good night.